Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody is really doing well. And our plan, as we discussed over on Saturday, perfectly played out, guys. Every single thing. Everybody was like, "We're just going to dump." I mentioned that there was a harmonic, and I mentioned that we're going to most likely go towards 29.8 to 29.9, and from there we will be going down. And here we are. So now what is next, guys? I've already started scaling in ETH, booked 50% profits so far for the scalp. I only book profits because I want to have some more position, and I will be adding more on the downside, which is where Bitcoin is most likely going to see 27,774 and maybe 127.5. That is where we can add more BTC position. Now we have two options, guys, on the lowest time frame. I think we have already discussed the hard and time frame ample of times and on each live stream. So hi everyone, hello. I think the hard and time frame is clear to me. Actually, the count that I have, I just want to reiterate it. The count that I have tells me that there is a likelihood that we might see one more sweep of lows and go towards 11.8. There is a possibility is there, and I won't rule out that possibility unless and until I have a clear bullish impulsive move on Bitcoin. And the most bullish count that I have for Bitcoin is that this pump that we already saw till $30,000 is your wave 1, and you're going to see wave 2 most likely retracing back towards the golden pocket zone. Clear? I just want you guys not to have any doubt on this one, because we have already discussed and discussing this hard and time frame over and over again in all our live stream. So these are the two bearish and bullish case we have. In both the scenarios, one thing is for sure that we most likely going to see the golden pocket zone retracement on the hard and time frame at some point of time towards 21,000 to 18,500 bucks. So that range retracement is going to come. Okay, so that would be the deciding factor whether we are very bullish or it's going to be just like bearish, and it just don't hold the 18.5. It dumps to the new lows, and that's how we get the new inverse head and shoulder pattern for Bitcoin and the bigger inverse head and shoulder pattern for the Bitcoin. So that is exactly where I think majority of the crowds and everybody is going to literally get flush out from the position, and it's going to literally pump. So ideally, if you really ask me from the market maker perspective, I would honestly do that. So if I would be market maker, I would have dumped Bitcoin. I would have literally sold all my bags. I would have literally created a thin liquidity in the market. Okay, I would have exited my bag here. I would have let it dump, and I would have just dump it till making new lows. And once it starts breaking new lows, everybody is going to scream, "Oh my God, it's going to 13K, buy 13K, it's a big support, dump. 12K, buy 12K, it's a big support, dump. 10,400, buy 10,400. And as soon as it goes to 10,400, we have a CME gap at 9,900. Don't buy, have your orders there, and we front run it. Everybody gets out of the game. Market makers fill their bag again and let it just have a V-shaped recovery. Don't give a chance for the two retailers to buy, to accumulate, nothing. Just keeps on pumping and recover and reclaim back the 20K levels in no time. And then we're going to be like, the range players are going to be like, they will be like, yeah, it should retest. A wick should fill, blah, blah thing. We're just going to wait. It just keeps on making higher highs, lower, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, and it never even come back on a 0.5 Fibonacci levels. I mean, this is how I would have played if I would be market maker. Basically, if I would have billions and billions, I would have done like this. I would have played literally this way, and I would say 99% of the market makers, 99% of the retailers would have gone nuts with this kind of a price action. Anyways, well, I am not the market maker, but I think like the one. So what I think right now on the low high term time frame is either we are bearish. Clearly, I have that count I've already mentioned. You know, I mean, yeah, it's a very logical. I mean, just understand it's very, very logical. It's very logical. And this is how you accumulate your bags. And people would literally love sell their bags at 15K in anticipation they're going to buy it under 10K. Never comes. And it just keeps on having a V-shaped recovery, you know. So these are the two scenarios that we have for Bitcoin on the hard time frame. So do not at these levels be overly bullish, you know. Don't be overly bullish and don't be overly bearish. Just play the levels, that I would say. Till we are above 18,500, we are good. There is a likelihood the bottom might be in. Once that break, shit is going to hit the fan. It's not going to be double bottom, nothing. It's just going to sweep the lows for sure once it loses 18.5. So we're just going to see how are we going to dump to 18,500 maybe in a few months or maybe in few days. If it just go down in 3 waves, we are a buyer. If it go down in 3 waves means 535 formation, we are buyer. But if it goes down in 5 waves, very, very bearish, then we are literally going to be just patiently holding our asses and just gonna wait for a perfect opportunity to come. Okay. Now, what about the lower term time frame, guys? So FOMC is coming on 3rd May. We have FOMC, we have interest rate hike, and everything is there. And we are already at 30K resistance. We rejected it. So now what is next, guys? So what is coming? So what do you guys think, guys? So what are your thoughts? I mean, are you anxious? Are you experiencing a FOMO that you might miss the impulsive move? What do you think? I mean, what are your thoughts, guys? What are your emotions? What do you feel? Anyone? Honestly, what I personally feel is, thank you, GT. What I personally feel is there is a two, whatever it want to happen, the 25 bips rate hike is going to happen by hook or by crook. You're not going to do anything about it. It is just going to happen. So let's forget about it. The 25 bips rate hike is already priced in, and I'm not going to play, or I'm not going to formulate a plan just on the basis of FOMC. So I would say FOMC can accelerate our price action, but I would say FOMC is not going to decide our new wave or our new it's not going to form the new price action. No, it can only accelerate things. It can never form a new price action. Can never. The bots are super strong versus the market makers. So finally the algorithms and bots is what we are playing with. We are trading versus bots. We are not trading versus humans. We are trading versus bots. You need to understand. And bots do not have emotions. Bots are designed in such a way they're just going to keep on doing their work. So they don't have emotions. Even if the bot loses 10 times, they're just going to keep doing their work, till their owner do the right thing. But we as a human, you lose 3 trades, and on 4th trade, you're going to go mad. You're going to go broke. People are going to kill you. That's how the world is. And that's how the emotion works. You have 2 possibilities here, and I'm just going to lay out both the possibilities. One is bullish, one is bearish. So brace yourself. And right now we are talking about the Bitcoin. Once we start talking about the Ethereum, you will feel more bullish rather than bearish. Let's talk about BTC. You already got a 5-wave move, guys. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It was a clean 5-wave moves, in my opinion. So you got the 5 waves, okay? And then you got a very nice impulsive move. I was expecting the move, if you remember, but I was expecting it till 29,000 over here. But this move, what we got is an excessive move. This move is an excessive move, which means Well, what I feel is the pump that we got was the 5 waves, and that 5 waves is nothing but some sort of a very interesting wave A. And then we got a flash dump. The flash dump is nothing but another 5 waves, is some sort of another wave A, B, C. We are right now doing wave C at the moment. D, E, reclaim the April open. And now why April open is very important? Anybody? Can anybody answer why April open is important for us? April open is the quarter 2 open. Practically quarter 2 begins with April. So that's why April open is very important for us. We are in the quarter 2 right now. Quarter 1 is past. We have passed quarter 1. This is quarter 2. And this is going to be a very interesting triangle with big B wave over here. Okay. And we're going to see a scam pump for the wave C towards my target of 30,684 and maybe 30,700. And then shit hit the fan. This is going to be the big scam pump for Bitcoin. So that is going to be your A, B, C. Yeah, 27,774.41 is what I feel it should be the bottom. Can go to 27.5, but yes, I would clearly say that under 27.5 is your stop loss. It's just $200. So the risk reward makes more sense there. And just by, risking $200 and you can ride it till 30,500 with the scam move. You still have 48 hours left for FOMC, approximately 48 hours, not exactly 48 hours. But this is the move that we might get in. And this is practically, in my view, is a very high probability. Now we are forming some sort of a triangle. That is for sure. For sure we are forming. This is one of the triangle which I have it. It is a ABC move, and then we're going to go down, deeper towards our target of 24.7 and later 23.1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what we have, the first triangle. The second triangle we have. Now, the whole similar thing, but the second triangle that we have. The second triangle that we have is that we are already in a triangle. You don't need a triangle to form. In the first case, we are yet to form a triangle. Remember the differences. In first case, we are yet to form a triangle. In this case, what I'm showing right now, in this case, the triangle is already formed, meaning that the impulsive move is wave A, B, C, D, and till FOMC, we're just going to do chop up move like this. FOMC happens, chop, chop, chop. That's how we trigger a move on the downside. And that is going to be your B wave. So the good thing is, in both the scenario, we can expect 29.3 minimum retest. So that is going to give you a $1,300 move. So if you're literally looking to buy even 10 Bitcoin in spots, you can make like 13K easily. In my view, 13 to 15K is what you can make it. So these are the two triangles that I'm looking for. For both the triangles, the invalidation level is 27.5. Anything under 27.5 and this triangle is invalidated. Okay? Anything under 27.5, we're not going to get even a retest to 29.3. It's just going to go down. No, I don't play meme coins, guys. I'm not like the moon boys, honestly. Even I did not play even Pepe. I mean, I never invested in it, nor I hold any. I just have to be very frank. I don't want to lie. I don't play any meme coins, honestly, except Dodge. I remember Dodge. It just shoot pump before we bought it, and it was unexpected. It just pumped 1,000% in a day, or in few hours, I would say. But it was something I did not imagine. That was not purely based on, I don't know, something else, but I didn't knew that Doge is going to pump like this. Okay, from TA perspective. Similarly, on Pepe, I don't know why it pumped, but whatever it is, every good thing comes to an end. So of course it's going to come to an end as well. So this is what we have for Bitcoin, guys. And on daily, we are forming a broadening top. So let's watch what we have on the daily. Broadening top. I mean, broadening top. How do you say the broadening top? I don't see it as a broadening top. I don't know. There is no broadening top so far. Where is the broadening top? It is the broadening top is not formed yet. The broadening, same to you, brother. The broadening top is something like this. This is how the broadening, it acts like a fan. I don't see it is a broadening top. That it pumps like this, it dumps, and then pumps like this and makes new high and then dump. Practically, it's an irregular expanded flat. But I don't see any broadening top so far. The weekly closure on the Bitcoin was not that good. As I mentioned, 29.9 is an at most weekly level for Bitcoin. If it closes above, it's good, but it did not close above. So I would say the weekly was not that kind of a good candle. And even if you talk about here, a resistance that we have, it not even closed above 29,422, which is of course not a good thing for me, especially. Talking about the bearish engulfing on the weekly still stands, and the bearish engulfing candle is valid. Okay, so the bearish engulfing candle targets normally minimum 20% from the candle. So if you target 20% from the candle over here, from the body, the 20% would lead to a minimum level of 24,000 and maybe even to a target of 23,700, which is where exactly you have monthly naked POC and a monthly levels as well. Practically equilibrium of the range, So practically the weekly was not a good closing in my view. If you talk about the monthly candle, the monthly was okay. I would say it was neutral. Now you might feel that this is a doji. Yeah, this is a doji if you just, minimize it. So this is like a doji candle, but not exactly kind of a doji you would expect something like this. No, but yeah, I would say this is some sort of like a doji, but I mean, nothing much, I would say. I mean, there's nothing much significant, I would say. Talking about the, 2-week closing, it's also very important. We are still seeing some sort of a very interesting on the 2-week candle. If you watch, we saw a very interesting gravestone sort of a doji, and not exactly sort of a gravestone, but it's a reverse hammer. And still, you may say that the bears are still in control, but there is a lot of liquidity above 31,000. So we must still see our final push up there. But so far, the weekly is bearish because of the bearish engulfing candle. Now let's move from the Bitcoin higher term time frame, lower term time frame towards USD dominance. So USD dominance 7.27% is of a very, very crucial level, guys. I expect USD dominance. If you remember my plan from yesterday, from the Saturday, what I feel is this move is some sort of a B, C move. And it should reject, come back down, make new lows, go to 786. Okay. That's 786. And then from there, it pumps up like this towards 7.9 and maybe towards 8.5. But it just pumps up towards minimum 7.9%. And then later it can even go to 8% as well, 8.04. But this is a possibility. I would like to see 7.27% of one more rejection. But if it flips, I would say it's just going to literally pump very hard because it's like almost We are testing the 7.27% now. It's like a fifth time it's going to test. The more it tests the resistance, the more I would say it's going to weaken the resistance. So practically the 7.27% is a crucial level for Ethereum. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's talk, sorry, for USD dominance. Let's talk about ETH. And now it's like ETH had decided to go to our levels of 786, of 118, 105. But 786 is a very crucial level. I still have this feeling that this harmonic that we are watching is likely to play. So let's see if this harmonic plays. The invalidation is clear. 1782 is going to be your invalidation levels for, is going to be your invalidation levels for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, 1782. As we are speaking, guys, BTC is dumping again on the lower term time frame. And where did it go? It is going towards 786 Fibonacci levels of 27,774, and I think it is going to be the best levels in my view. The stop losses should be just $200 or even less than $200, and it can give you a very interesting, risk reward play with a 3 drive on the bottom. And I think that Ethereum can give us a very nice opportunity, and Bitcoin as well. It's just that you just have to manage your risk, is what I would say. And 27.5 is the invalidation levels for Bitcoin, guys. 27.5. And for ETH, 1782 is going to be your invalidation. But in my view, even 1796 is a hard invalidation for ETH. If it loses 1796, there is a likelihood that this whole structure is going to invalidate, and it becomes more and more bearish, meaning that this triangle is going to literally get invalidated, and it just dumps from here, because not necessarily that it needs to completely finish the whole triangle. No, it can literally dump from D wave. So it can dump from D wave as well, like this. It can just dump like this, a pump for the wave 2, retest or April open 28.5, and further dump like this. And then it will be very bearish. Okay, so you need to know, if you're literally playing your analysis, you literally need to know what are going to be your invalidation levels, where your plan is going to get failed, so what levels you should be having a stop loss, where exactly you should get out. Now near, we already got our near position. I'm fully filled on near with an average of 1.82. That's my average on near. And my stop loss is manual stop loss under 1.774. If it loses 1.774 on 4 hours and daily, we're going to close it for a tiny loss. RSR, we are having a manual stop loss. It literally went slightly deeper than I thought. My average is 37.15 for the spot backs. I've bought a little spot back, 3% down so far, but I do think that 886 is likely to hold. So let's see if 886 literally holds here. And I don't want to see a daily and 4 hour closure, especially the daily closure, under 3551. If it closes, we sell it for a tiny loss. We accept the loss and we just move on from the RSR. But this is how the invalidation works for RSR and near. Now talking about the Ethereum, is still holding up. 27,774 is where I would like to see a bounce on Bitcoin. And why do I want to see a bounce, guys? Because this level of 27,940 and 27,774 is the big levels. First of all, it is 2022 value area high. This is the levels where in 2022 we have rejected after a big distribution. Okay, so 2022 value area high is at 27,939 or 940, and 27.774 is a 786 fib plus your quarter 2 POC. So your quarter 2 current POC is lying around those levels. And also, these levels that we have is 2023 value area high is around 27,788.3. So this is the levels I would like to see it hold. If it don't hold, then khalas. It's better we literally get out of the market. We just wait for the proper price action to form, and then we long actually or short it. But this is how I see the market. I think this triangles, any of the two triangles should play out. Losing with the slight invalidation of 27.5. USA dominance 7.27%. We want to see a rejection. If it flips here, guys, USA dominance is going to go nuts. We want to see a swing failure pattern. We don't want to see the 4-hour closing above this level. So you still, bears have 38.5%, 38 minutes left for the USA dominance to close under the green 7.27%. Okay. Talking about the dollar index, I'm slightly bullish on dollar index. I'm expecting dollar index to pump towards 102.9 to 103.4. And from there, I would like to see a rejection and making new lows like this for the dollar index. Similarly, for SP 500 vintage. For SP 500, I would like to see that this wave 1 is most likely coming to an end. And for the guy who was mentioning me that a broadening top pattern is formed on Bitcoin, no, it did not form on Bitcoin, but it just formed on over here on the SP 500, as you can see. So the broadening top on SP 500, and I would like to see some sort of a clean rejection on SP 500. But that rejection should come after we take up the highs towards 4,200. A slightly push up like this for SP 500 and a move down would be very nice for SP 500. It should give us an interesting opportunity for to buy the dip, and from there we move forward towards 4,500. My final target would be 4,500 for SP 500, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Bitcoin should bounce over here, ladies and gentlemen. I think this level is a very crucial level, and I would not like to see it break down in our single go. So let's hope we hold here for 27.7 and maybe go for another accumulation, which should give us a good risk reward. Now, why I took a long, I already explained. It's not because of RSR or near. No, I longed, or I bought the spot bags only and only because of the total 3. Total 3 to me looks like a very clean irregular flag. Now this irregular flag is amazing. It also has a very strong 3-tap setup. You see, this was the first support. We took the liquidity and we had a very nice retest having a 3-tap setup. We got a straight move on the upside, filling A, and 3 moves on the upside B, and 5-wave move on the downside, making it C. The 2017 all-time highs for the total 3, I'm expecting it to hold, and it's a big support on total 3, guys. This is the biggest support on total 3. If literally alts want to pump, you want to see, I personally expect 2017 all-time highs to hold, because after a long time we have reclaimed this 2017 all-time highs and we are holding up. I don't want to see it losing, and hence the risk reward makes more sense. You long or buy the spots of an for an alt that you feel that it's looking great, and your stop loss is just going to be like 3% or 3.5% max, giving you a very good risk reward for alts actually. So practically, let's say the FOMC is going to come like 25 bips. We already knew, it's already priced in, and so unless the FOMC comes to be like anything above 25 bips, then it's going to be a big dump in the market. I mean, it's going to be very big dump. So even Bitcoin want to even hold $21,000, very big dump. However, let's say if it comes really good and there is no rate hike, the market is just going to go nuts. It's going to literally pump and break the 31,850 resistance. But I don't think that the good news is going to come. Most likely the 25 bips rate hike is going to come, which is already priced in. So it should not be a surprise in the market. It should not be a surprise. That's what I believe. So this is all overall I see. Let's talk about the Pepe coin. I was expecting Pepe coin to reject in this candle over here around 0006 or whatever it is. It made higher highs, but if you just look at the perfect chart over here, the log chart that we call it as, why the log chart is not coming? Maybe switch it into daily and the log chart will come. I don't know why it is not coming. Earlier it was supposed to come. Yeah, it is still bad. 25 bips is still bad. It's going to be bad for banks, not for us. You know? Wow, that's nice. Congrats, then you must have made a big money. My target for ETH is around, based on this harmonic that I have, it is around 2050, because I see this move is a very good ABC. So practically I see this move is A, B, and C. Now, the move can literally be another irregular flat, and we might, if we literally start sweeping the lows, then it will be a irregular flat, you know, and then it will give you a bounce, but that bounce will not go above 1965. It all depends on this move that we are going to get right now. So Pepe coin, I think, you know, this is most likely going to have one more impulsive move on the upside. So I think Pepe coin, whatever you this coin, what you call, I think it's just going to have something like this, and maybe one looking for a breakup and go towards like this. But this is most likely to be going to be the top in my view, and I would like to see a head and shoulder, and most likely going to see go back towards 0.0003 level. This is how I see, but there is a likelihood that we might see one more push up on the Pepe coin, guys. But I'm not buying anything in Pepe coin. Wojak, what is WAC? Oh, so the BitChat is having this, huh? Practically. Well, I just ignore every price action. Only thing I see over here for this stupid coin is the move can be A, B, and C, but it can also be an impulsive move, meaning either, yeah, this is top here, or we can go towards 1618. 0.0005, but it won't make sense, because if it makes high, it's just going to pump up. This coin is a, I mean, I'm not a, as I mentioned, I'm not a meme coin trader. I normally don't trade it, even if it is like, because I don't do gambling. It's like, it's not like, okay, I put it 10 Ethereum, it make big, and let's forget about it. No, I don't do gambling. I always trade based on what I see on the charts, and that is how I trade normally. Yes, I'm still in my long, 50% long, 50%. We already booked a slight profit on the scalp, and also on the challenge trade, because I knew I was expecting this sort of a dump. Why? Because of the triangle. Because normally, remember, whenever triangle forms, the triangle always retraces to 786 pip. The top would be 786, bottom would be 786, and this is exactly how the triangle forms and takes a shape. So 786 is a very, very crucial level, and that is the reason I booked a profit on, you know, ETH, as well as this thing challenge, as well as the scalp. So now let's talk about you know, alt, and the alt is Atom. ARB is I've already discussed ARB. I do think ARB is just going to dump. but I'll show you, don't worry. So what do we have for Atom, guys? Where is the... Wow, this looks good. Now, in case if the whole move on the Atom is a 5 waves move like this, let's say if this is just a 5 waves and it's a falling wedge here for Atom, and the move here is some sort of a wave B, what it essentially means is that this is 5 waves. Wave A, this was your wave B here, and this is wave 1, A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, a push up like this towards 14, and then dump 3 waves, sweep the lows, and go towards 786. Essentially, this is how it should, if this is A, B, and C, ideally. So we need to see if Atom holds the level of 10.3. If Atom holds 10.3, this is absolutely going to be an invalidation. It loses 10.3, you don't even look for long. Alas, don't even touch it for long. So 10.3 is your invalidation level. It's a good level as well. Big support on the lower term time frame, on the daily, I would say, and an H4. So 10.3 is where even if you're buying here or you're buying around 10.7, 10.3, 10.7 is a good level. You'll see here 10.7, 10.3 should be your invalidation level. It loses 10.3, you just literally get out of the Atom. That's it. It invalidates then the whole scenario. It invalidates this whole A, B, C kind of a move, and then dump like this. So it invalidates this pump. If it loses 10.3, it invalidates this pump, meaning the long won't make sense then. Okay. We are going to 1 billion market cap. 1 million market cap for what? For Pepe or what? Pepe. Who invented Pepe and for what? What did you DM'd, Walid? You can spare a brief hour to guide me further. The half hour is going to be slightly difficult for me, but if you have any questions and if you really want to ask anything over the live stream, I'm available. I can show you. But the half hour stream is slightly going to be difficult. Even Throder is continuously, we both are planning to get on the call, but even we are unable to get it because of the time zones, because of the time, and a lot of other things, my friend. But I'm definitely going to help you, don't worry. I'll try to help you. But whatever questions you have, I'll try to respond. 10.7 is a good levels, my friend. Very good levels. ARB. Let's talk about ARB then. What do we have for ARB, guys? I was having this chart on ARB somewhere. I think it was on Binance. Binance. Yeah, the plan was perfect. As you can see, this is where this was the plan that we have and Walsh well the group. The box is where we wanted to buy the dip or you wanted to long. The 1.38 levels to 1.6 is where you want to exit, or you can build the short as well. And now we are going down. My target for ARB is the sweep of this low and go towards 0.88. Practically negative 0.88 is what I'm eyeing for ARB, guys. Logically, I have studied the coins that were newly released. Majority of the coins end up with the negative 886 fib, somewhere around negative 886 fib of the previous big move. So ideally, this is how it should play in my view for ARB. Let's see. Now on the lower term time frame, if you're asking that what exactly or what is the levels where ARB should be looking for a bounce, I think this is the levels that you have. If ARB wants to bounce, what it can literally do is it can sweep the lows like this, make a regular flat, reclaim it back, pump it back up like this for 5 waves, and then further dump like this. Another buying opportunity. Practically, this is going to be a very interesting irregular flat for ARB, and then further dump like this for the ARB. Got my point? So that's what we have for ARB, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to support, do trade on Bybit, and you can create an account from 8th May, Bybit is going to have full KYC. So at least you need level 1 KYC, guys. And it's easy. I mean, level 1 KYC is easy. They don't ask documents. You just have to, what do you say? It's not that hard actually. I already have 3 accounts with the KYC. And it's easy. I mean, sooner or later, guys, don't be afraid. I mean, many people are going to tell you that move on MEXC or any other exchanges or BitChat or any other exchanges that don't do KYC. But I think sooner or later, all those exchanges who wants to survive in long run, KYC is going to be must. Why? Because of the Fed dollar is coming. The digital dollar is coming, and it's going to dominate the whole crypto market. Practically, it's going to dominate the stable coin market. So every stable coin is going to go to zero, and that is the reason I'm just going to tell you that you should at least hold majority of the majority of your stable coins in USD or euro wherever you stay. But you should be at least having enough USD and euro exposure that you don't get caught up in a sideways, because the day when digital dollar is going to announce, everybody is going to run away from the stable coins, and it's going to be like a crash for the stable coins. Practically, the way we saw in many countries, exchanges gets shut down, and a lot of things going to happen. But I think the exchanges especially have the KYC, I think will survive, in my view. I'm not saying just because you create an account using my referral link. No, it's not a compulsion. You want to do it, you do it. You don't want to do it, you don't do it. I don't force anyone. Talking about Solana. Well, guys, what do we have for Sol? So Sol, we have a mixed feeling. I already have the chart. 2 ways. One is the rejection, the other one is the pump. Well, I think we already got the 5 waves. This can be ABC instead of a very nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So practically the move on Sol, there are 2 options over here. What I can sense is this is intermediary A, B, and C. So if this is A, B, and C, the move down is clearly your bearish impulsive move. And Solana is going to most likely do something like this. So practically it's just going to do something like this. So the whole structure here is going to be A, B, C, A, okay? A, B, C, B, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bounce, again dump like this, hold up like Ethereum. So Ethereum went literally towards 0.14 Fibonacci level, if you remember. Hold up, accumulate, and pump up like this. This is how I think Sol is going to most likely do. However, if Sol can literally flip levels, which levels we are talking? $25, then we can see we will be seeing some higher highs for Sol. But till now, what I see is the bearish count makes more sense for the Sol at this moment. So till it don't flip 25, I would say be patient. Do not look for longs, because if it flips 25, you're going to get easy long. If it flips 25 like this, easy long, retest, long it with a tight stop loss, and it's just going to pump up like this to $38 again. So practically this can be the bottom as well for A, B, C. The bottom is in. This is 1, 2, another 1, A, B, and C for 2 for the Sol, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and pump. Possibility is always there for the 1, 2, 1, 2. So this can be the bottom is in. This is already the bottom for the B wave. And practically this can do something like this: A, B, and C. Khalas. So this is how it can do. The bullish count is this. Now for this move to happen, you need $25 to flip. So either it's buy like at $20. So I would say from the Phipps perspective, if we are doing 1, 2, 1, 2, the wave 2 should not go under 886 in any case. Forget about 702. We already went 886, guys. What more do we want? If it is the bottom, let's say even if it wants to have one more move down like this, it should not go under $20. If it goes under $20, it's gonna do something like this. That's how it's gonna do. And then people will also say that it may form a very interesting ascending or descending triangle like this. May go something like this, pump up like this, you know. A triangle formation is also a possibility for a B wave and then pump up. But yeah, I think a very interesting 15. I would like to buy Sol around these levels, and then here around 786. This is where I would like to buy. The blue line, what you're watching, and slightly under the blue line. So that's all. Let's hope the triangle holds. If it don't hold, we're literally going to exit the market. We're going to be on the sidelines for the next few days, for like till FOMC or the price action forms. You just don't want USA dominance to flip 7.27%. Does it flip or no? Not yet. 16 minutes to go, guys. Let's hope we don't flip USA dominance above 7.27%. If it don't flip, it's just going to reject. It's just going to dump, and market is going to start, reversing. So let's see. Everything depends over here on this candle. It's already the 4-hour candles, and any flip on this 4-hour candle or the next candle is going to be very, very, very dangerous for the market. Just be like, and also people who are literally shorting it here in an anticipation that we're going to break. It's good, but your risk reward is not going to be good. Why? Because if you're shorting here at 27.8, your stop losses would be around 28.7. Above April opens, that's a logical stop loss. But where would be your take profit? The take profit is 27,000. It's just close to 1.1 to 1.2 hour setup. Very bad setup. You're going to get it. Unless and until you're going to have a very tight stop loss. Anything under April open is a very risky trade for you. So be very mindful if you're shorting it here. For scalping, anybody who are a decent scalper who just want to do 100x for like even for a 1%, 1.5, 0.1%, 0.2% move, for you it might be paradise, but not an ideal condition for my style. So that's all. RNDR, guys, perfectly went, as I mentioned over the live stream as well. 2.5, good short. It's gonna go down. Stops over 2.7, 2.5. A retest happened over here, if you remember, and it already dumped. How much percent? Close to 7%. No. It dumped almost close to 12%, guys. Congratulations. I gave it over the live stream as well. And it played very nicely. Woo. Similarly, a bounce from these levels of 24.5 to 30 cents. Gave it over the live as well. FTM. Let's also chart the last chart of the day for me. Would be Phantom. Phantom. Soon, guys, I'm going to be going big on silver and uranium. I think uranium is going to start a big bull run. The only thing is when. That is something I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to know everything, you know. Some things you should just leave it on nature. Nature is the best. But yeah, at least I know that uranium is going to have a big bull run. That is something I know. If you talk about here, I think this can be, this looks to me like 5 waves and then another move down. 1, 2. This looks to me like clean 5 waves. A shallow retracement, A, B, and C. And then another impulsive move like this, but then you make a higher highs. Similar, I think FTM is going to sweep the lows. I would like to see. So whenever when you see that, you know, the price is rejected just simply after making swing filler pattern, you never draw fibs this way. You draw fibs from the previous highs to the previous lows like this. Okay. And then what you need to do is have two levels, 0.14 pretty much, and look for 0.382, but -1. These are the levels you should watch. I think FTM is also doing something like this for A, B, and doing 5 waves down for the C wave, hitting most close to 37.5 to 35.5, and it should look for a bounce like this. Now the bounce can be, you know, very interesting range over here. It's kind of a range, and once it flips, we can have a retest of the range highs, maybe pump up above like this. But for now, I would say at least let it go towards 37.9 to 35.5 is what I would like to see for FTM. That's all, guys. Have a nice night, and we'll connect tomorrow. I'm going to, I've already started a write-up on Eloit Wave in Wealth Group. The first small basic theory of Eloit Wave was posted in the corner. I'm going to keep on adding more and going to go slowly, gradually from basic to medium to advanced to super advanced levels for Eloit Wave so that people can start practicing it, put it in your practice. And we will be looking to start combining Eloit Waves with harmonics and fibs as to how do we use fibs, because Eloit wave theory is nothing without fibs. Fibs is very important. You should definitely learn fibs, but how to use the fibs is also crucial. People will tell you to use fibs from measuring from highs and lows. That's just going to give you 40% accuracy. What we're going to teach you from Eloit wave perspective, putting into a right higher highs, what higher highs you want to take and what lows you're going to take, going to give you almost close to perfect levels of, you know, the perfect levels, which is going to give you a, you know, at least 80-85% accuracy. And that is the reason we could, you know, catch tops and bottoms many times in this market, including BTC, including Luna, if you remember, 119.5, including ARB, including everything. Matic, if you remember, a lot of coins. So this is exactly, and Ethereum at 2026, if you remember, from 2026 towards 1015. Anyone just based on the, you know, what do you say, fibs, we literally marked 886 as the good levels for long. 886. Before I go, let me also show you what I feel for Ethereum on the Hartham time frame. Practically, guys, you know, what we are watching, ETH versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you already knew that we sweep the lows, right? Ethereum did not. Ethereum clearly had this 3-wave move. In my view, this 3-wave move can be a very significant wave A. Ideally, any pump that has to happen or any dump that has to happen should end with 5 waves. If the dump is finished, it needs to end with 5 waves. If it don't end with 5 waves, then it has to be end with, WXY 3 waves. It has to be W, X, and Y. If this move is Y, then it has to have 3 waves, which I don't see. 3 waves is always A, B, and C. That is how X is formed, or Y is formed. Or it ends with WXYXZ. WXYXZ. And every move is going to have 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3 waves. Do you see any of this over here on ETH? No. What you see over here is impulsive move down, ABC correction, another impulsive move down for ETH. Simply this sort of move is known as wave A in my theory. So this ABC in my view is wave A, and right now what we are watching is A, B, and C wave for ETH. That C wave is nothing but some sort of a wave B, and after that I would like to see ETH doing bearish impulsive move and go towards my green zone, which is the green zone starts from roughly around 772 to 368. This 886 is what I was talking about previously when I bought a lot of ETH over there, close to those levels. Similarly, Bitcoin around $17,800 at that point of time, if you remember. But this is what I feel that Ethereum doesn't look to me like bottom. Yeah, you might feel that Bitcoin is bottom, but Ethereum is giving me a very different story. If you feel that Bitcoin is bottom, then you should also look and watch the chart for ETH, because ETH and Bitcoin should go hand in hand. Just watch this chart. Watch this chart. Watch here. So what happened when the bear market hit? When we were in the bear market, what happened? It happened that ETH, in December 18, it pumped up here, and then it made A, B, and C correction towards 886 fib and started pumping. Okay, just look at what BTC did at that point of time. I'm just going to check the 2 weeks chart and see what Bitcoin did at that point of time. A very similar kind of a price action, a straight dump and a pump, ABC move, and then pump. So, and also from the dump perspective, a similar triangle was formed on Bitcoin and then dump, and a very similar triangle was formed on Ethereum and then dump. You see, there was no difference, meaning both the alts literally had their complete dump and a total retracement. Over here right now, what I'm watching for ETH is that you might feel that Bitcoin is bottom, but I don't know. I don't feel the same for ETH. ETH don't make me feel that the bottom for Ethereum is in. It just simply tells me ABC is some sort of A, ABC is B, and then you're gonna get another impulsive move down for the wave C, and then from there ETH starts pumping. So whenever you feel that Bitcoin is bottom or Bitcoin has finished the move, on the spot go to the ETH chart and then watch what ETH is up to. Also, just want to bring to a notice how ETH BTC looks like. Just watch over here. ETH BTC on the daily, if you remember, I already charted and I got the top for this ETH BTC. And I had a big short on ETH BTC. I made a nice money as well. This ETH BTC, I think, is topped out, and we most likely go towards a very interesting levels for ETH BTC. First level is 55060, and then later it's going to go towards 40652, and then it will go towards 786, not 886, but close to 886 levels. around these levels practically. But this is going to be the big bear market for ETH BTC, guys. The ETH BTC bear market just begun, in my view. You know, so you just have to be very careful trading with ETH BTC at this moment. Okay, I may be wrong, and we might just bottom around 406, or maybe even close to the levels of 34224, practically this level. But whatever it is, I expect ETH BTC to come down and go and sweep the lows of, this lows practically around 48382. So overall, on a bigger picture, ETH BTC is in the bear market in my view. I would be very bullish once ETH BTC starts flipping the invalidation levels. Once it hit my invalidation levels, then this plan is invalidated. I would be very happy to buy higher with, a full confirmation and make just 100% gains rather than just gamble over here and buy. Keep on waiting for ETH BTC to flip this and make another 150 to 180%. But yeah, big catalyst needs, to mark real and psychological bottom. But I don't know what catalyst it would be, but most likely, in my view, is going to be SP 500. This is going to, because if you look at 3D chart on the SP 500, look at this is going very, very nasty. In my view, you might feel that this is like a bull market, but I think this is like a bear market rally. A, B, and shit hit the fence and we go to 2930. This is going to be your generational bottom for SP 500 and an M formation. M. You see, my theory is that right now the Fed is facing a big problem. First, they have elections coming, and they have committed to the people that they're going to bring down inflation to 2%. Currently, the inflation is 5% approx. Second thing is, still the crude oil price is pumping because of the oil cut the OPEC Plus committee is having. They're again going to plan another big cut in this quarter, or maybe coming quarter in quarter 3, and the winter will start. Once the winter starts, shit hits the fan. Why? The oil price shoot up, crude going up, gas going up, and then what happens? Inflation wave starts again. This is exactly what happens is, and to curb the inflation, the only thing Fed have is what? To increase the interest rate. And when they keep on increasing the interest rate, at some point, the defaulters are going to increase. Not only the defaulters, even the banks are going to go literally cries. Why? Because banks have lot of investment in bonds. They have lot of bonds that they have issued or they have invested. If interest rate keeps on hiking, or they have took a lot of loans, the bank that have adversely took loans, they're just going to go nuts, because the more the interest rate hikes keep on happening, the higher their output would be versus their input. And this is exactly what is happening to First Bank or the Silver Bank or whatever you name it, the bank that have collapsed so far. The more the interest rate hike is going to happen, more such sort of a scenario is going to happen. We're going to see such sort of things. So practically Fed right now is stabbed between either you let the bank die, or you save yourself from the election and just keep on increasing the interest rate till we bring down inflation to 2%. That's the only thing they can do, which also means that let the bank die. If they don't let the bank die, means just keep on increase the inflation rate, let people suffer. People won't be able to pay anything. Housing market is going to collapse at some point because of the default, and it's going to have a cascading impact in the market. This is how it's going to work. And that is going to be, in my view, a catalyst for this sort of a big dump. It will be like a big reset in the market. It's just going to work like a reset. The market is going to give a big reset. Everybody is going to get reset like this. That's how the Fed is going to, most likely, if this sort of a dump happens on the SPX or, something like this, what is going to eventually happen is Fed is going to literally go nuts, drop all the bombs on the, banking sector. And that's how they reset the whole market. All the policies are going to change and blah, blah shit. But this is how I think the catalyst is going to happen. This is just my theory. I mean, I'm not sure if this is exactly going to happen or not, but this is just a theory that I have. I might be wrong with this, but you should also start thinking in those direction. Oh, what a ugly closure. Shit. I did not expect this close on. Honestly, we should not have closed above. Shit. How are we seeing the daily? Holy shit. The next 4-hour candle is going to be the biggest candle. I think it's better to be like in my view, it's just to be on the safer side. I think it's going to pump. Yeah, it's flipped actually. Unfortunately, it flipped. I'm going to close the balance position over here for ETH. ETH long over here. Why I'm saying is because, I mean, it can do anything because you have in the next 4 hours, it's going to be your daily closing as well as 4-hour closing. What you want to see is you don't want to see this candle closing or get acceptance above these levels. It's very, very bad. If I see a rejection, if we do come under this level again, and this is act like a fake out, let's say if this acts like a fake out, if we do come back again inside, close under, and do something like this, we will rebuy everything, but that would be a nice confirmation to rebuy. Guys, I'm selling my near at this point. I'm selling my near almost at the break even. Supposed to be RSR is something. RSR is still holding, so I'm just going to hold RSR a bit. I'm just de-risking myself. I might be wrong in this, but just simply because of one candle close. But let's see, time will tell. I will definitely rebuy everything again if this next 4-hour candle closes for USD dominance under 7.27%, because this can be the fake out, and if it closes under, we are good. But then what sort of a wave count would that be? Why would in first place we had a flash pump, and then we had a dump like this in 3 waves, A, B, and C. If you look at from the Phipps perspective, What retracement was that? Yeah, it was logically it was 0.886, which is fine, which is accepted. It's very risky in my view, but logical. I think this level is perfect. I mean, 886, but we just need a rejection like this. Let it close under this bearish retest. Relong everything, guys. You can long Bitcoin, you can long Ethereum, you can rebuy near. And once it does something like this, would be very happy. Okay, that's all. I just probably, sell near. Yeah, $30 loss on ETH for the challenge. I'm doing well. Thank you, Kratis. Yeah, let's wait a little bit for this 4-hour closure. So far, we had a good closure, but then if we look from the fifth perspective, wave B can go as much as higher than till 886. But still, the 7.27% is a levels which always afraids me. Why? Because as you can see, this level, one test, second test, third test, it literally pumped, rallied, lost, retest, again test, again test, again test, and again test. So look at how many times we have been testing. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 9th time this is happening. 9th test this is happening. Yeah. Just be patient with this. I will be happy to buy slightly higher at a higher price rather than just going blindfold. But still, this ETH play is good. It went to 786, which in my view is good. But no, I just don't want to take further risk at this moment. This triangle is also perfect in my view. Perfect 786 bounce from 27,777.4. It's holding nice. You can take $200 risk if you can afford to. You know, you can long it here with your stops under 27,500. Even that is going to give you a very interesting, you know, let's see how daily closes. That's all, guys. Have a nice night. Rest all. I'll keep on. Yeah. The possibility is there if the dump is coming. It's just that we have two triangle. This is the first triangle that we have, A, B, C, D, E. Or the another triangle is this is A, B, 786. We hold here. We pump up till FOMC like this and then dump. This is the first case that we have already. It is drawn. The second case is that this is wave A, B. This is the triangle that we have C. We pump up here D, reclaim, and then do something like this. Not exactly make the higher highs. Pump up like this and then dump from here. This is the case that we can have. These are the two cases for the triangle. Okay, guys. Good night. Take care.